Hi, I'm Lauren Grace. I'm an evidential medium and a seer, and I'm the owner-operator of Lauren Grace Inspirations. I'm a channel of the light and work with spirit guides, angels, the higher self, and passed over loved ones to provide you with support, clarity, and encouragement. Using oracle cards, mediumship, and clairvoyance, my readings will leave you feeling comforted and empowered. I have various reading options available, ranging from 30-minute readings to 60-minute readings to group sessions, all online or in person. I also work with professionals to help them gain clarity in business and life purpose. To book a reading with me, simply head to laurengraceinspirations.com. Hello, welcome to Monday or Sunday, depending on where you are in the world. Lauren Grace here from Lauren Grace Inspirations. Thank you so much for joining me. I am looking forward to, I just realized my deck kind of matches my shirt. Oh, maybe it's not as obvious for you. Just had this moment where I went, oh, wow, that worked out perfectly. So thank you so much for being here. As it said in the promo video, I am a medium and I am also a seer, and I help professionals to connect with their past over loved ones. I help them to make decisions, to look at their past lives, to look at their career. I'm also a business mentor, so I absolutely love combining my love of spirituality with my love of business as well. So one thing I do want to let you know is that if you'd like to book a one-on-one reading with me, I do have some slots still available in February. They are booking up, but just head to my calendar and see what you can find. All the contact information is in the post. And also, I am going to be hosting a fabulous night with Michelle R. Price, the Lightworker, and that's called Soul Deep Discussions. And that is an evening where we get to talk about spiritual subjects. So one of the things that I've realized is that a lot of people who are on the spiritual path, many of them are just starting out, don't have anyone to discuss some of their awakenings or their questions, with other like-minded women. So I've created an event. It's going to be 2 hours where we can just talk about spiritual subjects, and we can, explore all things: energy, spirit guides, cutting cords, protecting your energy, chakras, everything like that. You actually have an opportunity to submit 2 questions before the event, and Michelle and I will answer them on the call. So all the information can be found in the post content here, and space is limited. We do have a certain amount only. So if you would like to book your ticket, please do so ASAP. All right, we've got 22 people watching so far, and it's growing across all our channels. Thank you so much. 22 is my lucky number. So if you want to, let's just take a moment and connect in our heart space together. So what I'd like you to do is just settle in wherever you are. Feel your sit bones on the chair. Take a couple of breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And if you feel comfortable, you can put your left hand on your heart and your right hand on top of your left hand. It's going to take 3 breaths, and then we'll get started. In through the nose and out. In and out. And one more. And just before you open your eyes, if you agree, just say yes. I am enough. I am safe. I am healthy. I am lovable. I am abundant. I am prosperous. I am peaceful. I am, and so it is. It is done, it's done, it's done. Thank you. All right, let's get started. So pretty sure you know how this works. If you are looking for a reading, please do leave me a comment. And what I'll do is I'll just see what Spirit wants me to talk about today. Whenever I'm reading through the list of comments, I always choose names. Hopefully that will serve the most people. I feel like Spirit always sets it up that way, that they go, Lauren, choose this person because this person has a question that many other people do as well. If you haven't already, please do share this with your friends and family, and let's get the party started. Here we go. Okay. And again, please, if you could let me know if you're here, because I know sometimes people leave a comment and then they go off and they live their life. So please do continue to. Okay, Holly, let's go with you. I'm feeling connected to your energy at the moment. Holly. All right. So let's just see. Let me just reposition myself and see what we got here for you. All right. I'm just tapping into your energy. So I'm just having a look, having to listen, having a bit of a feel. I do want to talk about a blue bird for some reason. I feel like there's like a bird here. I feel like there's like a blue tinge to it. I even want to talk about maybe like an eagle, but the eagle is blue. It's like a really interesting kind of a color. So I would definitely say that you have a connection to animals. Also, I'd be really interested if you weren't already working with eagles. So I'd like you to look up working with eagles, because I think that there's something for you within that. There's a really strong bird here. So I'm not sure if you have an interest in birds. Okay, I get that. Thank you. So what they're talking to me about is they're actually asking you to see things from a higher point of view as well. Okay, so you can call upon your eagle to support you within that. I get that. But what they're talking to me about is getting out of the situation, getting out of it, right? Getting out of it and looking at it from a different vantage point. Whenever I see birds, giraffes, things like that, that's always an indication that we need to look at the situation in a different way. Feeling a little bit of anxiety as well, feeling a little bit of anxiety in my solar plexus chakra. Okay, so sometimes, that's in the tummy area in case you aren't familiar. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to have a look at, the situation and see whether or not you can remove the emotion from it. It's very difficult sometimes to do. I totally get that. Coming back to your breath is always going to be really good, and focusing on the facts. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, and you're saying birds are messengers for me. Thank you. Yes, I got total goosebumps about that. That is too cool. All right, let's see what else we get here. Okay, are you ready for this? Can't even plan that. So there we go. Of course, we've got a bird here. It's like an owl kind of bird hybrid, which I absolutely love all the colors within this. All right, let's talk about that. This card is talking about the dream thief, refusal of the call. I get that. So what they're talking about is they're saying that you have a divine purpose, right? You kind of know what you want to do, but you're not really doing it yet. It's almost like, I get that, nerves. It's like you feel nervous about moving on to the next step. That's why I'm feeling that pressure for you in the solar plexus area. Okay, so one thing that you could do is in the solar plexus area, you just clap 3 times. Right? Clap, clap, or as many times as you need to around the solar plexus. If you kind of imagine there's like rain clouds there, we really need to break them up. If you've got a drum, you could do that. If you want to get into dancing, doing anything to move the hips, you really want to clap and want to move that out. When I do any kind of energy work, I'm just going to do some for you now. Just watching it go. And then you kind of go like that, like shoosh, 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 get the energy out. Shoosh, 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 shoosh. The other thing that you could do is you could take like a candle, mine's over here. You could actually put your hands over it and kind of burn away that energy. Okay, I think that would be really good. If you want to bring in some yellows as well. So the solar plexus is all about stepping into your power, stepping into your bravery, your courage, your willpower, okay, and moving forward. So whatever you can do to really support the solar plexus chakra would be really good. I get that. They're also telling me that it'd be really good for you to do some base chakra work. That's root chakra work. That solar plex, that chakra color is red. Sorry, all over the place here. That is red, okay? And that's really at the base. That's what grounds us. That's what makes us feel secure, makes us feel safe, okay? Now, I'm also the host of the Afterlight podcast. I've got it here. If you want to go back and check out a couple of episodes I did with Susan Corso, they're amazing. They're all about the chakras. So I really want to encourage you to go and listen to part 1 and part 2. They will blow your mind. But I think that you'll find that you and I have a lot in common because I always thought that I needed to do a lot of work on my solar plexus. And I realized I also needed to do a lot of work in relation to my base chakra, my root chakra. Okay, so I really want you to look at that. It's kind of funny because we see the birds and we're talking about looking at things from a higher vantage point, but at the same time, we're talking about grounding you. So it's really, I get that. Thank you. Because you're a lot in your head, that's why you need to be grounded, and then you can look at things factually. So I hope that was helpful for you. The main thing that you need to remember here is that you are meant for something bigger than you're doing. And I think it's important that you start taking some measures and some actions to really lead you out on that path. Okay. I want you to be kind to yourself. I also want you to remember that you don't have to hurry up. It's just about making one small step into the direction of where you want to go. I'm going to pull one more card for you and then we'll move to the next person. Okay. So what they're telling me right now is that it's good for you to regroup, rest, ground, look at things objectively, kind of go back into nature, take a bit of time out, and then move forward. Okay. We don't want to rush anything. At the same time, though, I do want you to start moving into the direction of where you want to go, but I want you to do that in a comfortable way, in a way that feels safe for you, in a way that feels manageable for you. And even if it just starts with you writing down some of your intentions, you can burn those if you don't want anyone to accidentally see them, or you want to kind of let them go. But it's about getting clear on where you want to be, who you want to be, all that kind of stuff, grounding yourself, looking at things a little bit more objectively, so you're not kind of caught up in the story and in the drama yet. Grounding, and then when you're ready, boom, then you move forward. So I hope you found that helpful. If you could let me know if you did, that would be great. Thank you so much for reaching out. All right, let's see who else we got here, y'all. Let me see. Sorry, there's a lot of comments. Thank you so much for being here. I love it. Perla, let's go with you. If you could let me know if you're on, please. I know you showed me the orange hearts, but I've been doing some sacral work today, and I thought that was a pretty good sign. Okay, number one, if you want to work with the sacral energy as well, you can call in Archaea Hope. And by the way, I really highly recommend working with Claire Stone. Claire Stone is an angel worker, and she wrote the book, The Female Archangels, and she is amazing. And I'm trying to get her on the Afterlight podcast, and I will succeed at some point. But if you're a fan of the angels and you are looking at, bringing in, manifesting certain things, if you're looking at developing your psychic sense, anything like that, there are always angels that can help you. And her book, The Female Archangels, is just one of the best things I've read ever. Okay, Perla, thanks for acknowledging that you're on. Let's see what we got for you. I'm feeling in the throat, feeling really sore in the throat, really drawn here. Throat is all about communication for you, okay? I'm feeling like we need to kind of like do a little bit of tapping, do a little sound healing, anything like that to kind of shift some stuff that's going out there. I get that. One of the things that they're talking about, can you sing? Can you chant? Can you do anything like that using your voice? Okay. I feel a little bit of tension sort of happening here as well. That's making me hold really strong. It's making me feel like, I'm just going to kind of hold everything tight. No, I want you to loosen up a little bit. I want you to see if you can do any vocal warm-ups, even humming like things like that, just to kind of loosen up a little bit of that. I feel like you do sing. Okay, great. Keep singing then. That's very good. So I need to acknowledge that. If you also have things that you need to say, you could practice singing it, like sometimes I'm afraid of being here, whatever you want to do, however you want to sing that. I don't know why I sang in such a falsetto there. That was weird. But I just want to encourage you to start to speak your truth. And if you want to start to sing your truth, that would be really good. Finding lyrics sometimes of other songwriters, or if you're a songwriter yourself, freeing yourself through that way. I get that. If you want to start writing your own music, if you're not already, freeing out your words and communicating in that way, that'd be really important. But the throat for me is really bugging me. You're presently humming. Okay. I'm glad you hear me. Thank you. Very good. Let's see what we got for you, though. Okay. Ooh, love this. Hello. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, cool. So I got a couple of really cool cards that I want to share with you. Number one, the card that we've got here is all about the lay of the land. And this is the ancestral wisdom. And I think that for you, it's really a lot about tapping in with your ancestral wisdom, exactly like the card says. But because there's a lot of oranges and reds within this, I would really want you to do a little bit of work with the root chakra. That's red. That's the base chakra, and the sacral chakra, which is all about creativity. Also, my nose is bothering me. I feel like I need to sneeze kind of. So that's always connected as well. Nose, throat, and ears as well. It's all kind of like connected. So if I sneeze at any time, just want to acknowledge that. Okay, one of the things that they're talking to me, I get that. I'm just listening. Okay. So they're talking about going back before you go forward, which is funny because I always say you don't need to go back to go forward, but I feel like you've got a lot of wisdom and things that you haven't really been tapping into lately that you know about, but you kind of got out of the habit. So it's like, can you go back to some of your rituals, some of the things that you were taught? Can you bring in some of those traditions again? I think that you'll find that may be the little missing piece. So just see whether or not you can bring in some of those rituals, some of those traditions that you were taught. And I think that you're going to find that you feel a little bit more grounded, a little bit more secure in your area if you can do that. Okay, one of the things that they're also talking about is the cosmic womb here, which is the divine feminine. This is a lot about you embracing the divine feminine, okay, especially as we live in a real patriarchal, I can never say that word, society. There's a lot of pressure on us to do all the time, to sort of be aggressive, to be out there, to be loud, to be vibrant, you know? And I think it's really about you going in, you finding that softness. That being said, I feel like you have a really soft energy. So if this relates to you, great. If not, maybe it's something you can teach other people about embracing that softness. Oh yeah, I feel like if you're looking for a new career path, this could be something that you actually assist people with. Okay, about going within, about honoring, you know, the mother, the maiden, the crone, about honoring the women that have come before you. There's like, it's like I can see you, and then I can see these strong women lining up behind you. It's super powerful. It's like really amazing. I'm actually feeling really emotional. And I feel like they all want to kind of like come together and step into you, into your power. Like they want to give you all, I get that. It's like they want to give you these little pieces of themselves, like a little gift from everyone. Like they each have something small to give you, and you're the recipient of all of it. Wow, that is such a cool visual. That's amazing. By the way, when I see that visual, it's sort of similar to this, but I feel like you're in a desert. I feel like there's like it's nighttime, sort of sunset, much like that card actually. I feel like I can feel the wind, you know, in my hair, and I feel like there's a bit of a ritual, a bit of a ceremony kind of happening around you. And now I can see like the women sort of circling you, and I want to talk about singing, and I want to talk about chanting, and I want to talk about a fire in the middle and casting away any fears and invoking the power of the fire. So, oh, and also I've got this groupthink card, right? This says mindful, but this is really a lot about that community coming together. And it's really about you reconnecting with, you know, your lineage, your history, your ancestry, really coming together. So, whoa. Also, I got a lot going on in my head at the moment too. So I'm not sure if you have a headache, but I really want to encourage you to drink some more water. I'm just going to try to tap that out for a second. Sometimes when we have too many thoughts, that also can affect my head. So that may be what I'm tapping into. See if you can do some grounding. I would love to know how that, yeah, you're saying that's emotional. I know I can feel like I'm really trying not to cry. Okay. But whoa, that's just amazing. I would love to know how that feels. I actually feel a little bit out of breath when I'm connecting with you, because I think it's so powerful. Like I'm really trying to contain everything that I'm feeling. It is strong. It is like super amazing. So I'd love to hear that feels for you. If you could let me know, and, you know, just let me know how you go. Really. Okay. I hear that. One more thing. On Insight Timer, there's some really good ancestral meditations. If I remember, I'll leave a note here. Ancestral meditation. I'll put a link to the one that I use, which actually was recommended to me from Michelle R. Price, who's coming up in an hour. But anyway, I'll put that in there for you, Perla, and I'll tag you. Okay. That meditation. It's a lot about healing. But I want you to remember, if you don't remember anything, I want you to remember they all have a little gift for you. It's like they're all giving you a little piece of their heart, piece of their wisdom, piece of their, it's like the lessons they've learned. They're trying to avoid, you know, you having to do that. They're giving you that gift already. So it's just absolutely amazing. Okay, here we go. Next person. Wow. That was so, so cool. Love that. Thank you all for being here, to your ancestors. That was really powerful. Okay, who do we got next? Hey, thank you so much for everyone for the comments. Just under 40 people watching across all the platforms. Spiritual Events Directory, Lauren Grace Inspirations, and you may be watching from the Afterlight YouTube channel. So thanks for being here. Kimberly Dobbs. I don't think I've read for you before. Let's see how we go. For you, Kimberly. I'm just seeing, I feel like I got someone for you in spirit. Let me just wait. Let me just see. Just got to wait and listen and feel and all that jazz. I feel like I've got an older gentleman here in spirit. I do want to put him at like a father, grandfather level. He does strike me as he's got sort of balding with a little bit of hair here. I feel like it's very, very curly, and I feel like it's white and sort of gray. Can you just step a little closer here so I can see a little bit more? Thank you. I want to talk about someone's face. Like, is it glasses? Is it facial hair? I feel like it's glasses, not facial hair, but there may be something going on there. Just want to acknowledge that. You can come through a little bit more. Can you step into my body, please? Step into my, just show me a little bit of energy so I can just connect you a little bit more. I'm just going to try to place him. If you can let me know, Kim, if you're on and if this connects with you as well, that would be absolutely wonderful, please. I'm just having to check here. All right, let me just see what we got. Okay, I got a lot of throat stuff that's going on with this guy. I'm also really hard of breath. So it's really hard for me to catch my breath. I feel like I get winded really easily. Like the coughing is really difficult. So for this guy, it's like all respiratory. It's really what I'm feeling. I feel really lethargic too. I got like no energy. That's really what I'm connecting with, his energy. Kim, if you can let me know if this resonates with you. I'm also trying to place him. Can you just show me what side of the family you're on, please? If you're not the father figure, can you show me again? I want to say father side of the family, okay? If not the father figure. Can you let me know if this is resonating with you, please? Respiratory. Respiratory is a big one for this guy. Okay, this guy also strikes me as having a great sense of humor and a fabulous voice. You do, sir. I can tell. You haven't sung for me yet, but I can hear that. I feel like I want to sing gospel music. I feel like I want to sing about Jesus. I just want to feel all the glory of God. That's really how I'm feeling. I feel like I want to talk about, like I just want to sing soul. I just feel so much in my body. Like I'm feeling so emotional connecting to his energy. He's so passionate. He's just so like gentle and funny and in love with life and like a giver of life. And I just feel like, I feel kind of sad about the throat stuff. I'm not sure if that affected the singing capability, but he can sing now. I can hear that. It's like he's singing with the angels. He's got such a beautiful spirit about him. Sorry, I know it's so weird when I do that, but I just feel so much emotion for him. I know it's like he's calming me down. He's like, it's okay. Okay. Kim, can you let me know who this person is for you, please? I would love that. All right. Let me get a card for you too, my sister. See what we got here. Okay. We got a beautiful whale song card here. And this is all about emotion. And, I just love when I get a whale, it's like next level spiritual because, when we see dolphins and for me, whales as well, it's like they're from another planet. They're just like the highest frequency. They're so beautiful. The whale song, it's just works so well with this guy. It's just so beautiful. It's also talking a lot about emotions. This is also the resonating card. So I feel like for you, there's a lot of healing going on right now with this guy. I just feel like he's really looking out for you. There's like a really strong bond. I get that, sir. Thank you. It's like you guys can still connect in music, like connect to music together. So sing his favorite songs, bring those sort of things back. Anytime you're missing him, he can connect to you through the music. Okay, there's so much emotion just with this reading, and I know it's a lot. He's a very close friend. Okay. Did he seem like a father energy to you? Did he look after you? Did he protect you? Because I really get that kind of a vibe, and I feel like was he connected to the masculine side? Just curious, because that's really how it presents to me. Oh, he passed from COVID. Right. So that would make sense for all the respiratory stuff going on. Yes. Okay. I'm just going to pull another card for you. I'm going to see, sir, if you have anything else to drop in because we're not doing full hour reading today or anything. So I got to kind of cut these short sometimes. Yeah. He just wants you to know that he's fine. I feel like when I said that, he had like a little kick in his step. Like he kind of like did like some kind of like funky little move, right? I almost feel like he jumped up and he tapped his feet together. So he was like, look at me, but he's good. He's feeling good. I also don't know if you're feeling sore in the back. All of a sudden I'm feeling really sore in the back. So I don't know if that's for you. But when I feel sore in the back, that's very often because we don't feel supported by life, by source energy, by our spirit team, that kind of thing. We like struggle with that. That's why we struggle with the back pain. So I want you to have a look at whether or not you can do some base chakra, root chakra kind of work. Okay. That's all about feeling safe and feeling secure, because any back pain is a lot about how we don't feel supported by life. So bring that in, even affirmations like I am supported by life, things like that might be really helpful for you. Okay. And it's your back. Yeah. Okay. Girl, I've gone through back pain in my life as well, and it sucks. So just do whatever you can to just remember that you are supported by life. Go slow, heat, all that kind of stuff. All right. I'm going to take one more card and then we'll move forward. Watchers. This is oh wow, this is the transpersonal card, and this is also card number 60. And 6 + 0 is really a lot about coming around the corner and seeing things clearly. This is a lot about psychic sense. This is a lot about intuition. When I see a 6 as well, that's also a lot about family, and it's a lot about love. So this card is really a lot about you kind of rising, looking at things. I feel like you're coming, it's like a change is imminent for you. I've really am drawn to the throat again. I don't feel like that's from him. I feel like that's from you, about speaking your truth, about singing. Oh yeah, he says you have a beautiful voice to let that out, let that shine. Wow, there's a lot of communication and singing stuff going on today. So there you go. I got to keep it short and sweet so I can serve as many people as I can today. But thank you so much, Kim, for sharing your energy with me, and for your friend for being here. He is just magic. I just adore him. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir, for being here. Much love. Okay. Let's see who we got. All right. We've got about 35 people watching now. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Kim. You're welcome. All right. I'm just going to go and let's see who we got next. Spirit wants me to serve the next person. Okay, Natasha. Much love to you too, Kim. Thank you. All right, Natasha, I don't think I've read for you before. Let me just see what we got here. I'm not actually sure, of course, that that's the right deck for you. Can you let me know if you're on, Natasha? Let me know where you're on. Let me know where you're from while I find the right deck for you, because this is not it. I got to just take a second and just tap into your energy. A lot of head stuff going on for you, Nat. I'm feeling a lot of pain in my head. It's a lot of thoughts going on. I feel really short of breath, so I'm not sure if you're having a problem with breathing at the moment, but I feel worry is going on with you. So I'm feeling worry, and I'm feeling that's affecting. Like I want to talk about a panic attack, kind of, but I'm feeling that sort of stress. Okay, from New South Wales, welcome. I'm just going to no, that's not right. Okay, we'll go with, I'm just having a look and seeing if I have any other decks. Yes, I got to get another deck, of course, that I didn't put on the table. One sec. Okay, so you said spot on. Okay. Okay, what you need to do is just lift your toes, put them back down. Lift your toes, put them back down. Lift your toes, put them back down. I can already feel energy shift right now doing that. Now, another thing you can do, hand on your heart, hand on your tummy, okay? So if you breathe through your tummy, that's your diaphragm. Breathe in and out through your diaphragm. That's going to help you to ground and be a little bit more centered. You can even breathe in and out through your heart if you'd like. Focus on love. But by you putting your hands on your heart and your tummy, that helps you to come back to the moment, helps you to focus on your breath, gets you out of the head for a minute. Let me know how that works for you. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to do a little spell casting card for you. Because you're special, you needed a different deck. All right, let's see what we got here for you. Still feel a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of shortness of breath. One of the things that they are telling me is to make sure that your area is clean. Make sure, it's dust free as much as possible. Clean it often. Pillowcases, make sure there's always 2. Chuck any old pillows. If you want and have the capacity to, maybe get your mattress clean, stuff like that. Because sometimes our environment is also affecting our breathing, and then that actually causes things. I want to talk about iron for you for some reason. I'm not a doctor, so if that resonates with you, maybe go and check with your doctor and see, because iron can actually help us when we get iron in our, have enough iron in our system. It actually helps us with oxygen, moving oxygen around the body. So if you have anything to do with fatigue or anything like that resonates with you, it may be iron, okay? So go and have a look for that. I'm also coming back to the throat stuff. So I feel like there's things that you need to say that you haven't been saying. Okay. And like I've been telling, everyone today, sing it out, hum it out, chant it out, kind of get used to using your voice. That would be really, really good. Also, you can write in a journal. You can write down what you want to say and then burn it so no one can see it, just to kind of give like a first draft sort of thing. It's all about, when we're afraid of communicating something, it's about doing things that we can do that feel comfortable, like singing, like chanting. That kind of stuff is really helpful. Humming, because that gets us used to using our voice. And when we get used to using our voice in those capacities, starting to speak our truth and say what's on our mind will start to become easier because we're used to hearing ourselves speak. All right. Okay. Girl, I got some magic cards for you. This is the best deck ever. Okay. This is the spell casting deck I'm using. Okay. And the first card that we got was reconciliation. So this is reconciliation. So this is obviously two women here. And they're, they're having some sort of a connection, and it's like a rebuilding. And what's kind of cool about this is they're like supporting each other. So I don't know if you've had a situation go on with another female or with someone with a sort of a female or a softer energy, but it seems to me like there could be a reconciliation that kind of comes. Now, if you look at this card, it's like they're about to touch hands and the light is in the middle. So sometimes what happens is we just need to take that first step. Like I've missed you, or, I'm sorry for my role in this, that kind of thing. The Ho'oponopono technique is also really good for forgiveness technique. Sometimes you have to just go, you know what? I don't want to defend my mental position. I don't want to defend myself anymore because I miss this person. I want this back in my life. So I'm just going to let bygones be bygones. I'm just going to allow the past to be what it is in the past. And I want you back in my life, and I'm going to meet you halfway. Now, that doesn't mean you need to compromise. You can still say what you need. You can still say, the things that went on, maybe how you felt about it, and then move on and really let it go. So I really feel like a reconciliation is happening for you. This is all about you having the confidence of speaking your truth and saying what you need to say. Because there's a bird element here, I always need to talk about with birds about how looking at things from an objective point of view, looking at things with a non-emotional attachment can actually really help you to resolve the conflict, resolve the issue. And then finally for you, we got the good luck card. And I just love that. Number one, I love the cat. Cat's always like 9 lives. It always reminds me that we have like these little chapters that we go through in life, and I feel with the reconciliation, that's kind of like can be something from the past. Now you can move ahead, move forward into the next chapter. Hey, that's what we've got the cat here. But this good luck is not just about, good luck with that. It's about you having good luck. It's about you being aware that you are a magical manifester. So whatever you want, you can get it. So just come back to your heart breath, take a moment, one small step at a time, practice your singing, practice your speaking, write down your thoughts, see whether or not you can make one step towards this reconciliation. And I'm going to send you a lot of love and a lot of support for that. And I'd love to know if that resonated with you. And you just had a cat also. Nice. Is that a card cat or an actual cat? All right. I hope that resonated with you and you found that was helpful. Thank you. I feel just going to check something. Taco Bell, I am doing reading from YouTube. Yes, I'm doing them from my Afterlight podcast page on YouTube. So I'm going to read for you. Can you let me know if you are on, Taco Bell? That is a hilarious name. I'm not sure if your name is Bell or what, but I'm here for it. Okay. I'll just see, Taco, if you're here, or Belle, if you want to let me know. Just going to give you a minute. Just going to have a quick drink of water. If you're not here, I'm not going to read for you. Actually, I'm going to read for someone else who's online. But if you do come back, let me know and I will read for you. Okay, so I don't see you here just now. Actually, I will do one quick card for you. They're telling me to, okay, yeah. I'll just do one card for you and we'll see if you can come back on. That would be great. Okay, and Belle, what we've got for you is like an amazing card, and it's all about new beginnings. And I just love this. And I love that there's also the sunset and the moon and the birds in the background. This is just so beautiful. I feel like new beginnings for you is imminent. You are just about to walk through the door to the next phase. You're just about to walk through to experience something completely new. I feel like it's new direction, new journey, new career, new ideas, potentially moving, anything kind of like that. There's a major change coming up for you. And I feel like you're not there just yet, because we can see here that you haven't really stepped through. I get that. So it's about you stepping through. Do you want a new beginning? What do you want? This is what's really important as well, is that sometimes we think, oh, I don't really know what it is that I want. The universe is like, well, we've got a new beginning kind of lined up for you. You just have to decide what it is that you want. So I want you to get clear on your values. I want you to get clear on the things that are important to you. I want you to have a think about the things that are important to you as a child. You know, the games you played, the aspirations that you had. You know, where are you at with that now? And then I want you to see whether or not you can slowly start to invite in some of those elements and start to make place and make space for this new beginning to really come in. So I know this is a quick and short one because I don't think you're on anymore, but if you are on, I can do another little reading for you. Okay, just let me know. Okay. All right, let's see who we got next. Deborah Miller. Let's go with you because you're talking about a journey. We were just talking about a new direction, and I like that a lot. I'm feeling a lot of pressure in my head when I'm connecting to your energy. I feel like kind of in the back of the neck is really bugging me. Like my neck is sore. I'm feeling like really sort of lethargic, actually. I'm feeling like my head is just not right. I'm also feeling sort of, hard in my lungs, sort of hard to breathe. Can you let me know if that makes sense for you? I'm feeling like there's like a lot of pressure. I don't know if you're holding a lot of stuff in here, whether you're working really hard, you got a lot of stuff happening to you, but I feel like, it's really heavy. Like it's really heavy holding up your head at the moment. If you are open to it, I would recommend that you look at getting some sage. I always use sage to smudge. Personally, I just get white sage. I buy it organically sourced on Etsy. The woman that I buy it from, she grows it herself in Australia. And basically you get the sage, it's always dried. And then you get a candle and this is pretty much out, as you can tell. You light it over the candle and you kind of bathe the smoke in it. That will really help with the head stuff. Very often we've got a lot of stuff going on in the head. We just need to do a little bit of clearing. Okay, I hear that. Yeah, thank you. They're talking about cord cutting is important for you as well. Yeah, because you're really sensitive and people really like to talk to you and they like to tell you their problems because you always have really great solutions for them. You're a great listener. You have such a beautiful, kind heart. You have such a nice energy about you, really. One of the things that they're telling you, though, is that you sometimes take on the burdens of other people when they need to figure it out themselves. So salt baths can be really important. If you don't have a salt bath, you want to do a salt shower. You really want to be clearing and cleansing your chakras. You really want to be cutting your cords. So as the little ticker here thing says, I'm a host of the Afterlight podcast, and I've got a bunch of episodes on there about clearing your chakras, got a bunch on there about cutting cords. Even a couple recently with Paul Fenton Smith, we talked about cutting cords by, in your imagination, bringing out a whirlwind out of your third eye and circling around your body and cutting all the cords that way. I use Archangel Michael. I bring him a lot and I cut cords with him, front, back, right, left, top, bottom. Cut all those cords, dissolving at the root, and then healing with Archangel Raphael's energy. So I really feel like it's really important for you to be doing that. Okay, if you haven't been feeling yourself lately, you've been bogged down with stuff. I feel like a lot of the stuff you're bogged down with doesn't belong to you. I feel also stuff going on in your throat. Sometimes we need to say to people, hey, you know what? I can't listen to you anymore. It's really up to you to start to make your own decisions, and really kind of letting people do that. So if you want to let me know how that's resonating with you, I will pull a card for you though, but I'm going to choose to step over here. Just about 30 people watching across all the platforms, and I am reading off YouTube too. If you are watching on YouTube, I am reading people who are on YouTube. So that's all good. Just leave a comment and just keep commenting, because if you're not here, I don't really want to read for you, only because there's a lot of people who are here and can, it is more than, okay. I hear that. You just want to be patient with yourself, okay? You want to remember that, sometimes when we want to serve people and help people, that we take on their burdens and then they don't have to figure it out for themselves. You may want to look at the drama triangle. If you just type in drama triangle into Google, Basically, there's like 3 different roles you play in a drama triangle. So you're the perpetrator, you're the victim, or you're the rescuer. I'm always the rescuer. You are too, I think. So it would be important that you maybe identify your role within the drama triangle. See, there's a lot of really interesting literature on this. But it's just taking these small steps, especially when people are used to you always doing everything for them. I feel like they rely on you a lot. It's okay for you to start to ask for what you need, you know, setting your boundaries and things like that. Okay, you matter, you're important. I hear that thing. They're talking about self-care. You know, the need for self-care, the need for taking things out. You don't have to answer the phone every time people call. You know, maybe just creating a little bit of boundaries if you can. Maybe just some small boundary here and there to slowly get you in the practice. I get that. They're also encouraging you to look at how to practice saying no. So when we practice things, very often we get good at it. Yes, drama triangle. I don't know if that was a question, but yeah, that's what it is called. That's exactly right. Just Google that. Okay, so saying no, you can just practice it, saying no in different ways. Like, no, I'm not going to clean the floor right now. I'm going to do something else. Nah, I don't want any broccoli for dinner, you know, whatever the case may be. But just slowly start to practice it and it'll get easier for you. Okay, I'm going to put one card for you. It is hard to do, 100%. It's totally hard to do. That's why you practice on easy things. You can also practice in the mirror, talking to yourself, you know. Practice makes perfect, as they say. All right. And then you're talking about new beginning, and this is a beginner's mind. And I love that. Okay, that's so good. That's so good. They're so good. I love them. The spirit teams are just like the best. They're like working all this magic for us. So cool. Okay, so this is talking about the beginner's mind. So this is you relearning or learning maybe for the first time how to say no. This is you learning. So don't think that you have to have it all figured out. And sometimes we get hard on ourselves. We're like, oh, why didn't I do this before? Or why haven't I learned this already? It's like, that doesn't matter, right? You didn't need to learn it until now. Now that you want to learn it, now it's time. So just be kind to yourself, practice. Remember you're learning. Just be kind to yourself. Be like, okay, I'm learning how to say no. I'm learning how to set boundaries. I work with clients with this all the time. We actually practice in session saying no, you know, that's how you do it. So see also if you can get a friend to assist you with that, that would be really good. Having a friend help you say no is really fantastic. Okay, thank you so much for that, Deborah. I'm sending you a lot of light and a lot of love. Charmy Burrell, if you are online, can you let me know? Connecting from YouTube. Thank you for following me on YouTube. And that's following me. Charmy, you're following me over at the Afterlight podcast. And I appreciate that very much. Charmy, can you let me know if you are on? That would be wonderful. All right. I want to use a different deck for you, Charmy, but I'm going to use Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. Let's use this one. Yeah, you're there. Cool. Hey, how's it going? I'm assuming you listen to the podcast. Thank you very much for following me on YouTube and listening to the podcast. I really appreciate that. Feeling a lot of stuff going on for you in the head. I feel really heavy in the head. Like I got a really bad headache. Also, they're telling me drink more water. I'm feeling super thirsty when I'm connecting with your energy. Like I'm totally dehydrated. I'm just going to have a quick drink naturally. Okay, so drink more water. That's a really big one. The other thing too about this is like drinking more water. A couple things. Number one, flushes out all the stuff we don't need. Number two, helps us to connect with our emotions and our intuition and gives us more energy. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that can really assist you. But drinking water is going to help you so much. Okay. I really want you to drink more water. Okay. Message delivered. Now, I feel like your throat is bugging me. Your throat is bugging me. That's so weird. But I'm feeling like a lot of stuff going on in the throat. So today, a lot of themes, a lot about communication. I feel like that's the same for you. Okay. We need to speak our truth. We need to do so in a small, casual way that we feel comfortable with. Little bite-sized pieces as we move forward into the direction of our dreams. Okay. I feel like that's really important for you. Also, a lot of head space. I feel like you need to do some base chakra stuff. If you want to go back, because you're familiar with the podcast, I assume because you're watching on YouTube, you want to go listen to the episodes with Susan Corso on chakras. There's so much value in those. And I think that you'll find a lot can be gained from that. I also would like you to, okay, they're telling, let's just do this together quickly. Everyone watching, here we go. So what I want you to do is lift your toes and put them back down. Lift your toes and put them back down. Lift your toes and put them back down. Don't you just feel so much better now already? I feel like the weight in here has lifted slightly. I feel like it dropped in a little bit more to your body. I feel like you're a little bit out of your head. Remembering that lifting the toes and putting them back down is a really easy way of coming back to the moment, because you're being intentional about wanting to ground, okay? But you're also, doing something physical that helps you to anchor. I'm worried about you're worried about your marriage. Okay, so you got to shield. You got to shield your energy. In that episode I was telling you about with Susan, we talk about using rainbow light energy instead of white light energy. I want you to have a look, and I want you to do that, okay? I'm not an expert on working with narcissists, so you may want to talk to a relationship advisor that can assist you with that. But I will say that, you are worthy of living an amazing life. And I want you to know that no matter what relationship you're in, and for everyone watching, you deserve to be loved. You deserve to be respected. You deserve to be feeling safe and peaceful in your life. That's what I believe fully. Okay. And so there's a lot of people out there that can support you depending on the situations that you're in. Reach out in your area. I get that. Speak your truth. Stop carrying that all around in here. Even if you need to write it down when you're in a private place and then burn that and get it out, let that sort of stuff go. Okay. And you've had some water. Good. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Let me pull a card for you though. We'll see what we got. Are you ready? Spirit is just so on fire all the time, aren't they? Look at what it is. Boundaries. So this is about boundaries. So it's about you deciding what you want in your life, what you will and will not accept. And, like I was talking to the last person, it's important, Deborah, I think I was talking about this with, to start to practice setting your boundaries, to start to practice saying no, to start to practice even thinking about what you want to do, and then slowly and surely moving forward into that direction by slowly practicing it. When we are learning new things, sometimes it's difficult, especially if you have been setting boundaries for a long time, you're not in the habit, right? So it's like, well, what can I do to set a boundary in a way that I feel comfortable, but I can slowly see myself making progress towards the direction that I want to head in. But one of the things that they are telling me is that it's important for you to get a little bit of outside advice from a professional in that area, okay? So I really want to send you a lot of light and a lot of encouragement to do that. And I'm going to pull one more card for you here, which is this focus card. And also this butterfly card here is beautiful. This is third eye. This is intuition. Comes back to the water element, doesn't it? I feel like you know so much. You're so wise. You play small. You play small, and the world wants to see your heart shine. You're such a beautiful energy, and you have so much to give. And I just want you to know that the world is waiting for you. You arrive when you're ready, but we're ready for your gifts. This is also about transformation. I feel like when you've made up your mind, things are going to start to open up for you. You're going to start to see new opportunities. You may see, oh, there's an ad for someone I can talk to about this to assist me with this situation, a professional who knows what they're talking about. I think that there's going to be a lot of things that open up for you if you're ready and if you're looking. So I want you to drink lots of water, 3 to 4 liters. I'm not sure where you're based, but you want to drink a lot of water, definitely more if you're having caffeine. I want you to start to notice the signs and the symbols around you. I want you to know that you are powerful and that I'm sending you a lot of love and a lot of support. And also, thank you, Archangel Michael. Call in Archangel Michael. He will be very good working with you. And Archangel Gabriel will help you with communication as well. Okay, sending you a lot of love, my girl. Keep in touch. Feel a lot of emotion for you. All right. Okay. Who is next? We've got 10 minutes. I am pretty much out of water. I really should have brought a little bit more in here. Maggie from South Africa. Love it. Maggie. I want to be like, wake up, Maggie. I think I got something to say to you. I'm sure people always say that, but I'm really feeling that Rod Stewart vibe. I connect with your energy. Here we go. Let's see what we got for you, Maggie. And you're here. Thank you for letting me know. I love that. Appreciate it. Oh no. Okay. Well, I literally just dropped. This is the deck for you though. So you got to bear with me. I'm just going to tune into your energy. I just dropped half the deck on the floor. So I'm not sure why that happened. It'll come clear to me in a minute. Let me just pull up these cards. Maybe they're like, Lauren, you didn't do a very good job shuffling. We're going to meet you halfway. Okay. Message received. All right, let me see what we got here. I'm feeling a lot of stuff in my throat as well for you. I mean, I know that there's a theme today, but it's funny because I feel like there's always themes with every show. People are all, tend to call on a lot of people or people dealing with the same things. That's why it's so cool that even if you don't get a reading, there's something for you in these readings. There's always going to be healing for you. Okay, one of the things that they're talking about is whether or not you can, bringing in Archangel Gabriel is actually really good with communication. So whenever I'm going to be doing a presentation, a workshop, anything like that, I always call in Archangel Gabriel to help me just to speak clearly, to speak from a place of love and authenticity. So that's one of the things that I really encourage you to do as well. They're also telling you to drink more water too. Okay. And water, like I was saying earlier, is also about intuition. It's all about flushing out things that we no longer need. It's a lot about connecting with our emotions as well. Our emotions are guiding us every step of the way. We forget that. I spent 20 plus years reprogramming the thoughts in my mind and forgetting about the emotional component. And this is something I've really recently learned in the last year or something about how our emotions are guiding us. When we feel anxiety, that's telling us something isn't right. When we feel, peaceful and easygoingness, that's our higher self's way of saying, you're on the right path, keep on going. Okay, I feel like you got a lot of stuff going on in your head. I feel like there's a lot of pressure in my head. I actually feel like it's hard for me to focus. So I want to talk about glasses for some reason. Okay, it's really hard for me to focus. I feel like I've got a lot of fog kind of in my eyesight. So, okay. It's like, are we not seeing what's in front of us? Okay. Are we not seeing what's in front of us? I feel like there might be something around you, in front of you, that you're missing, like a sign or something really obvious, but you're not paying attention. Let me see if I can get a little bit of feedback for you. You said yes there. We're on a tiny bit of a delay on here. I think it's like 7 seconds. So if you could let me know what that's in relation to, that would be great. But if it's in relation to the head and the scene, I'm going to just see if I can get a little bit more about this. It's like I want to talk about children, like 2 children in front of me. I want to say it's something to do with them. Okay, that's just what I see. I see like 2 kids, and then I see looking, and they're like playing in front of me or spending time in front of me. Is there something about that? Okay, so I'm going to leave that with you. I'm going to pull another card though for you here. We've got the Unmarked Trail card, and this is the Revelation card. And I love this. This is really a lot about you stepping forward onto a new path, you looking at things in a new way. It's like you're seeing things, you're starting to see things clearly. I want to talk about talent. I want to talk about there's a natural inclination to do something. I feel like someone's got a really good skill, and it's kind of like it's coming to fruition. Yeah, I don't know. It's really interesting. And you're talking about your kids. Okay, I feel like the older child is really good at something. There's like something there. Is it creative? Is it art? There's something there. I can't really put my finger on it just now, but it'll come to me if it's meant to come to me. So one of the things that they're talking about, though, is the unmarked trail. So I think that for you, it's really a lot about looking at things from a new perspective, trying things out, reconnecting even with your inner child, exploring a little bit more creativity. I really see a lot of creativity, a lot of color. I want to talk about painting. I want to talk about music. I want to talk about bringing in that kind of vibe, keeping things light in the house, keeping things fun. I feel like there's like a creative child that really needs to be supported, because I feel like they're really talented. There's something about them that like they've got work to do, like they came here to do a mission. Okay. That's really interesting. I haven't really read really got that before. So that's very cool. Let me just see here. Okay, great. So just before I wrap off, I'll try to fit in one more person if I can here. But what they're talking about is looking at the choices that people are making and the consequences. So I feel like if you can also educate your children a little bit, I'm sure you are, but it's just what's coming through. Educating them about, consequences and the effects that these consequences have. I think that would be really important, but there's definitely something going on that you're not seeing something, or there's something that's about to come up. So I'd like to know, if that's making sense for you. But what this is showing us here is it's really showing us that there's like the feast of plenty. There's like a lot of opportunity, and it's just proceed, but just be aware of, what could happen. So do it carefully and do it with education. And if you're not really sure, get educated and then move forward. Going back to your emotions as well, you want to be really paying attention to what's really going to feel good. That's one of the things you can also teach your children as well. It's a lot about listening to their emotions, which are always guiding them if something's right for them or not. Okay. Then they're also talking to me about going with the flow and experiencing life a little bit as a drifter. And because we've got the blue element here, we've got that element of water again, which I'm bringing up. And we've also got the element of like listening to your intuition and listening to your emotions. Again, I know I'm reinforcing that a lot. I just think that that could be something that you can also teach your children. So I think that that would be really important. Going with the flow of life is really important right now. I feel like that's a major thing for you to do at the moment, is really just go with the flow. And I think things are going to start to reveal for you. It's really exciting, isn't it? It's like, ooh, what's coming up? What's going around the corner? Just go with the flow and things are going to start to happen. Your son is 18 and in grade 12. Okay, so new journey, new beginning. It's exciting. So just let them know, if you're learning something, teach them, talk to them about the consequences of their decisions, and just, continue to be someone that they can talk to, which you already are. So just continue to do that. But the emotions is a really big one. It's about listening to the guidance of your emotions. All right. I hope that was helpful. I hope it wasn't too vague. Normally I don't like to do that vague, but I could see children and I could see there's something that's like exciting that's happening. Someone's really good at something. There's something that's about an opportunity that's coming. I feel like there may be some nerves though around the solar plexus area as well, like in the tummy area, about stepping into this power new phase. So maybe it's also a bit about letting go. So yes, I know that's a lot of stuff to process. Okay. We've got 2 minutes left. I can do a really quick 1-card reading for someone. Thanks, Maggie, for the question. Okay. Some people are wanting to know about my private readings. Yes, I do private readings. All the content is just there in the post. You just head to laurengraceinspirations.com. You can look at my soul deep sessions or just head to the spiritual section of the website. They're all there, but I did put a direct link for you. Actually, we're 1 minute and I don't want to go over because my hour is up basically. So I'm going to leave that with you, but I will pull 1 card for everyone watching. All right, let me see what we got. And the card for everyone watching is Beloved, Radical Acceptance. That is so beautiful. And I love that. And one of the things that this card is talking a lot about is connecting back to your heart, coming back to your heart space. Your heart is the gate. Your heart is the gate to abundance, to prosperity, to perfect health. It is just the magical gate. And this is really a lot about you coming home to yourself, you taking the time to love yourself, you taking the time to talk nicely to yourself. I get that, I'll say. And what they're also telling me, my spirit guides are also saying, that when we want things to be different than they are, we suffer. So it's also about accepting things as they are and not wishing that they were different. So if that resonates with you, I really hope that you heard that message. Eckhart Tolle talks a lot about this in his teachings about the power of now. But for you right now, it's a lot about coming back to your one place, to your heart, centering yourself, treating yourself nicely, like you're the friend you've always wanted, and just knowing that you're doing the best that you can. So I'm going to send you a lot of love. Thank you for everyone for watching today. I'm sorry if you didn't get a reading, but I hope you found some answers within the readings that I did for other people. Please do follow me at the Afterlight podcast and listen to the podcast. I would love that. You can book a reading with me at Lauren Grace Inspirations. And again, if you want to have a whole 2-hour session with me and Michelle talking about spiritual subjects, tickets are only $44 and there's a limited amount, $44 Australian. If you can't make it, you can actually watch the Soul Deep discussions after. You get access to it for 7 days. We'll answer your questions on the call anyway. All the details are in the post, or just send me a DM. All right. Thank you so much. And lots of love and light to you. And I will see you next time. Stay tuned for Michelle. She's going to be up in about 15 minutes. Bye.
Hi, I'm Lauren Grace. I'm an evidential medium and a seer, and I'm the owner-operator of Lauren Grace Inspirations. I'm a channel of the light and work with spirit guides, angels, the higher self, and passed over loved ones to provide you with support, clarity, and encouragement. Using oracle cards, mediumship, and clairvoyance, my readings will leave you feeling comforted and empowered. I have various reading options available, ranging from 30-minute readings to 60-minute readings to group sessions, all online or in person. I also work with professionals to help them gain clarity in business and life purpose. To book a reading with me, simply head to laurengraceinspirations.com.